feed these hungry Steam Deck fans. News, deals, games, update. Yeah, they don't take no nonsense. Hello viewers, another beautiful day. Yup, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good or excellent. But now you got a new Wine 9.15 update. Says here, Wine brings a lot of works to Mshtml, more Windows Odbc driver support. Says Wine 9.15 is out this Saturday as the newest bi-weekly development release for enabling Windows games and applications to run on Linux system and other environments. Says Wine 9.15 continues the trends seen in recent release, allow enabling support for open database connectivity, work drivers to work under Wine. The Odbc is a Microsoft protocol for connecting a Microsoft Access database to an external data source like the Microsoft SQL server. Wine 9.15 carries many new patches for forwarding more SQL function to the Unicode version when needed. Odbc 32 Wine code now makes its driver loader thread safe. The other big item for Wine 9.15 is more prototype and constructor objects in Mshtml being implemented. Dozens of patches were upstream for this release to implement more Mshtml multi-functionality. Wine 9.15 ships with 18 known bug fixes to help games like Final Fantasy Online, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and also various applications. Download and more details on the Wine 9.15 development release via Wine HQ. And what else we got? So over on Wine HQ, they said bug fixes in 9.15 is Pro Ladder version 3.x crashes doing PCL Connect check, a sync event poll worker writes to users, event mask buffer whose lifetime is limited. This says desperado input lag after resuming pause, Final Fantasy Online short freezes stutter every second. Then it says FTDI vinculum IDE gets out of memory, error startup, and then crashes when adding or changes event category. Shows a list view with a custom column shorter produce wrong results. Splash top RMM version 3.6.60 crashes. Jade Empire configuration tool failed to show up only in virtual desktop mode. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Steam GOG broken rendering when soft shadow enabled. Doom 3 BFG edition failed to start with virtual desktop. Cannot change desktop Wine resolution. And then Wine seg fault on Mac OS runs from installs. And then it has a they were doing some work on this, and based on the list, they put a lot of work into this because this is a lot of code I'm looking at. I'm gonna leave leave both links in the description box, but in the comment section now, what do we got? We got 8 comments. So Linux is always working, man. It says Wine needs to be rewritten in Rust. And then not mine said this. When the next hip the Q language comes along, will you whine about Wine needing to be written in that? And then Quack said this. Some bit of it probably could be written in Rust, but it is a big project with a lot of sub-projects after all. And then Avis said this. When you generally donate circa 100 million to accomplish that. God, I am sick of, he said, I'm sick of stupid comments like that. Also, who decides what wine actually needs? You, question mark. Do you even understand the point of rewriting C programs in Rust? Good question. And then Gel said this. He says, sure, give it 10 to 15 years and we might get a new viable alternative to Rust. It's hard to compete with a low-level programming language, which is memory safe and sponsored by world biggest tech companies. Good point. Weasel said this. Not that hard since we have C and C++. And then Gel said this. Yes, we currently migrate our entire infrastructure to Rust. Anyone with multiple years of it, that's the key word when it comes to programming. Anyone with multiple years of experience in this field truly appreciates new technology for what it brings to the table. That's some truth to that. And then Cordy said this. Good to see them finally put some work into MS HTML. HTML is I think it's hypertext markup language, but you had the MS. Now it's like, I think it's Microsoft if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it says here, as far as I can tell, basically nothing works with stock wine MS HTML. It says hopefully that will change soon. Then again, at this point, it might be better to polish up support for WebView 2 runtime and ship a version of that, like how Wine Gecko is currently shipped. And that is that. So wine has come a long way, you know. And when it comes to these programming language, you know, you gotta have, it's called, the key word is years of experience. So you gotta have the experience, you know, in coding, whether in Java, C, C#, C++, Fortran, COBOL, Python, you name it, man. It's called years of experience because it's like you're building on top. You know, it's like building up all these, building on top of what you already know, year after year after year after year, and always adjusting to new information that comes out. So that's the key to programming, man. And of course, good math and English, that also counts. So yeah, programming. Oh yeah. Some people, that's why these guys got years. A lot of these guys, they got years of experience into this, you know. But they probably started when they were like 9, 10, like 8, 9, like 7, 5, like 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way up. They stuck with it and they never gave up on it, so, and it paid off. That's why you see a lot of them getting salaries like $250,000 a year, $150,000 plus. Yeah, years of experience in coding, man. So yeah, wine is always improving. Now Rust, can it be implemented into wine? Only time will tell, you know. Only time will tell. But the technology industry moves on, and the Steam Deck and Linux gaming community got another update. So yeah. But that programming stuff, man, that's years of experience, though. You know, you have to start off, when it comes to this programming stuff, you have to start off like at a young age, man, like say 7, 8, 9, 10, and practice it. You know, all those years. You know, because when you get like when you get up in your 20s and you got a nice foundation because you spent your years like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 15 years of programming you spent practicing that stuff. So when you get older, it's going to pay off, man. So yeah, and that's how it goes. So these programmers, man, they put a lot of work into these programs, man, to make them work. So, but it comes from comes from all those years of experience, you know. Like giving up TV, giving up television, and all you have is a computer with a black screen, and you're just coding, practicing, you know. So yeah. So you have to when it comes to this coding stuff, man, you got to start at a very young age. But the wine program is always improving. You know, they're always improving on it. You know, a new tool is always being added to it whenever a new update comes out. So they're always fixing things, you know, to get things working properly with Linux. You know, when using Windows programs. So yeah. But other than that, man, you Linux gamers, you're good. You are good, man. But when it comes to this programming stuff, yeah, you got to start when you're real young. Real young. You know, like when you're like 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's when you start. You know, because you know kids are like sponges. You know, they like to suck up information. So that's the best time to start when you're real young. So when you're climbing in age, your experience with programming gets better and better and better and better. Yeah, and it's gonna pay off, man. Especially when these tech companies start looking for you. Oh yeah. We need this person with this, and this experience. We'll pay you $150,000 a year to know this, and this. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's how it goes in the tech world. You gotta start off real young, man. Real young. You know. You gotta eat, breathe, sleep, live that stuff. Dream it. Oh yeah. I'm just sitting here running my mouth. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on the whole thing though. Wine is always improving. You know. Now can Rust be implemented into it? Like I said before, only time will tell. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek, board, Dark Side. Go. Peace.